he's sitting there now with Akali and Lux, and so many of these champions now spike at 2 items. The Akali is probably going to spike at 1 item because she's not going to have any potency going into the Oblivion Orb, because now there's going to be magic resist on the opposing team, which is just going to be extremely, extremely unfortunate. And definitely go later and watch the opposing team composition fall apart on top of itself. 8 Aatrox, Karthus, Akali, Lucian,
yeah.
And Lux. No, I was blanking. I just realized that I said the Aatrox thing
Yeah,
before,
you did.
So that's okay. This team composition has to get ahead, which they're going to have their work cut out for them because Karthus doesn't have the easiest time ganking top and mid.
Yeah, well, we'll see if Jin Air can pull it off, or will Hanwha cut their losing streak short. Let's find out in game 1. Jin Air fans still coming out en masse. Just here to support the team as he is trying to get out of range of the Skittles, but that's going to be a very early Dark Harvest proc for the Karthus. So
there it is. He's already trying to work against the Karthus nerf.
Good start.
Also, he has the worst Karthus skin. You don't want to use this skin because it shows the enemy champion the indicator for the Q, which is a little bit unfortunate. You want to use the Grim Reaper type Karthus because the visual is definitely.
You mean the Skittle is smaller?
What?
Like it looks
no,
smaller?
No, it has an indicator box around it. Watch when he casts the Q. See?
Yeah.
It has a very noticeable indicator.
So if you're inside of that circle at all, you're taking
exactly.
damage.
You're obviously getting hit. So I don't know why use that skin because it feels like it's helping the opponent. I remember one time, I actually told this story on stream recently.
Yeah.
There was a StarCraft pro gamer who was colorblind to the color orange, and so always try to choose that skin color when you could pick your. I think it was you know StarCraft. It was red. Can't see the color orange well.
Yeah, red. Yeah.
So obviously in StarCraft you can definitely set the team colors now.
Yeah.
But any orange tile set maps and choosing the color orange for that extra little bit of strategy is definitely going. You're taking.
Yeah.
You're utilizing every advantage you can. But anyways, normally skins in pro play, interestingly enough, are often picked because they have some sort of advantageous component. And sometimes skins are too advantageous and Riot bans them or forbids them from being picked in pro play. But here, Jin Air, being the true good Samaritans that they are, picked this Karthus skin.
Okay, we got the Ignite coming in. I think he should be just fine. Thomas is a big boy. Don't worry, he had his Wheaties today. He's feeling just fine. You know what skin is like that actually is the Lux skin, not this one, the pajama one.
The Steel Legion?
Yeah, the Steel Legion.
Yeah, you can't see anything.
The Q is like,
yeah,
what?
It's ridiculous. And then there's a Cho'Gath skin where it doesn't look like the silence hits you, but it definitely does.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
A tiny little triangle.
Yeah.
I know that one.
TF, here we go.
All right, here's the dive. Land those Skittles. Grey Health's coming in, and okay, abort mission. As Malrong nearly dies, that was really close. Are you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm going to need you to take over for a bit while I process.
LS bot is still processing after that play. I don't blame you. That was questionable. If he had landed one more Q, maybe. But, I mean, Ignite was down. I think it had to be at least 2 more Qs. So.
All right, well, he ends up getting the Gromp. He's going to recall right now. Connor has been having a great time farming away at the jungle. Now has the Chilling Smite with the Predator Boots already online.
Yeah, guess where he's going? It's the bot lane. We saw that go ping from the blue side. He's heading right down to the Krugs first.
Nope. At this point, Karthus' roots are going to be pretty predictable, and he is going to be ways away from hitting level 6.
I just like that Jinair are always very proactive when it comes to picking up first bloods. Now, the effectiveness of actually landing the abilities and getting the first bloods can sometimes be off.
Oh, that was nice. Those are some really nice cues.
That's fantastic. Makes this lane a lot easier, although Azir still has a biscuit and a potion.
Yeah. And now they do know where Skarner is. And Skarner's Raptor camp is still counter-jungle.
Tana's getting in there. Dahl not going to be baited into flashing, though. Knows he was okay.
And I have to wonder what both teams' junglers are actually doing. You can see the rubber band camps are actually already up again for Karthus, but he's trying to gank on him. And I mean, this is just so Malrong, where it doesn't matter what the champion should, in theory, be doing. He's going to go for these gambler-esque plays. And if they end up getting matched, he's going to have a really, really bad time.
Bono comes in, and at least Jinair do back away.
Skarner's out-leveling Karthus right now. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say.
And Predator's still on, but Malrong is back. It's a 3-on-3 in the bot lane. Yeah, I mean, Malrong has just spent so much time going for the ganks in the bottom side, not effectively farming some of the camps. He wants to be unpredictable. It's the kind of jungler he is.
All right, well, Scuttlecrab now going to go over to the Skarner. Malrong, even after eating wolves, is still not level 5. This is truly impressive. This is something else, actually.
I mean, Bono's halfway to level 6.
Yeah, exactly. I've never seen... There's nothing positive for me to say. So instead, I'm going to say a bunch of antonyms. This is wonderful pathing.
Yeah.
Exquisite leveling play here from the Karthus in this game. And I am stupefied by how extraordinarily great everything has been up until this point.
Stupefy was a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah. I was a fan of that one. You don't hear that every day.
Yeah, you don't.
You know, every once in a while, you're just like hanging out in the world.
And
like,
Disturbed comes on and you listen to that song?
All right, well, LS is already going off the deep end. But you know what I mean by like, it'll be like 2 years and you just won't hear this one word. And then you'll hear the word, and then you're like...
Then you start hearing it all the time?
Wait, I forgot about this word. And Malrong forgot about, well, okay, that's a nice flash until it gets followed up here. They want to hand over the kill. It's going to go to Karthus. Here comes Tana, though, from behind, looking for blood. They should be able to pick up 2 here as the double kill comes in. It was all the 5-head debate from the back door as Tana comes in and picks up 2.
Yeah, and that was actually a pretty big turn of events for Jinair. They end up getting the 2 kills on the Aatrox up there in the top lane, and Karthus is now going to be able to actually go from top to bottom on his side of the map. And Akali, to boot, even picked up 2 assists. And the Aatrox getting ahead is probably going to be their best bet, actually, at this point in time, and pray to the heavens that he can get a World Ender, because we know that Karthus isn't going to be doing any damage. So, let's take a look at how this all ends up transpiring. He is on top of the Spire, and Lava actually knocks him backwards. The flash comes out as well from Bono. They end up getting the kill onto Karthus. He presses the R. Lava staying around for absolutely no reason. You saw he even issued an auto attack after he flashed because... And then they're telling to pay attention to bottom with teleport at the very end there. And Infernal Dragon is the first one of the game, and normally you would probably have assumed Jinair should have been the one to be in position to capitalize on that, given that Karthus versus Skarner, and then you have Lux Lucian against Callista and Tom Kench. But it's still potentially anyone's game, although we do see pings going down onto it. The bottom lane is resetting the tempo right now.
Malrong. Maybe going to need a little bit of help from Kellen. It's taking a long while to take that down. Kellen going to spot a ward here, but has to be careful. Not going to take that risk.
Now he's just going to do the romp camp, and he's finally ahead. Rubber banding is a hell of a thing.
Wonder how that happened. Looks like magic. He's hanging around here for the gank, but
Why?
Songyun and Key are going back. All the way back.
Okay.
They are so far back. They're not quite running to base, but they were staying behind their turret, and now they've stayed.
Probably end up actually just starting the Infernal Dragon, although he doesn't have Runic Echo, so without his bot lane being able to move, he actually shouldn't be able to capture it. Interesting, Lux ultimate comes out, play taken in mid lane though, and so the gold across the board is actually staying relatively even. Now they're going to start it. Utilizing the priority down in bot.
Yeah, they should be able to pick this up relatively easily. Bottom lane with the priority, as you mentioned. And they were being pushed in there, so it's going to be given over, but Hanwha Life will try to respond here with the Rift Herald on the top side. Must have known it was coming. So, looking to make the trade.
Total pickup right now for Jinair is actually super, super good though. All of their champions really do need it, and interestingly enough, Lux is one of the supportive champions that can use the bolstering. It's not like it's completely dead on perhaps a tank support. And so Jinair, even though the gold is currently even, they do have the Infernal Dragon ramping all of their stats, and so you can consider that a couple thousand gold worth. Now Bono, he does have the Rift Herald inside of him, and there's 3 minutes, or just under 3 minutes now, until everything ends up dissipating in terms of the turret plate. So we'll have to see if he actually plants that down in a timely fashion and gets the gold value out of it. Oftentimes teams will wait way too long to capitalize on that gold gain.
Oh boy. Kellen's actually really fast. It's interesting to see that Lux scuttle around that fast with the skin. As Tal says, nice ult, bro. I have a null magic mantle. And the push in the top lane is real. They have the Rift Herald there trying to push it down faster, but already 2 of the plates are down here, but it is going to be just about even, but it looks like Jinair got a little bit ahead in terms of the damage, but at the same time, Hanwha Life committing more people to it.
Well, they're getting so many of the plates, but I mean, Jinair is getting an equal amount down here in bottom lane. But without a minion wave, it does certainly look like it will go the way of Hanwha Life. As now Tal is stopping the recall of Malrang.
Yeah. As they want to keep that push going up in the top lane, actually. Shelly's still here, going to get a nice charge off with the minimum damage. And that is just about it. Not going to overstay their welcome or anything, but they've got some nice vision in the red side jungle. I feel like that trade is going to be just fine for them to take. It's now maybe thinking about diving into the mid lane, but that is the Akali. Yeah. It's a nice little rotation, actually. Jinair not in position here as Hanwha Life looking for more turret plates.
Play. Let's see if they can actually get one more. No, it doesn't look like it. No minion wave in close enough proximity, but the damage was certainly done. Right now across the board, it's 6 plates on the side of Jinair. And on the side of Hanwha Life, they have 9.
Yeah, there you go. Good counting.
Thank you.
From LS. Well done.
Thank you. I couldn't quite remember what came after 8, but
yeah,
you were able to help me with the power of Google.
Yeah. Just handed that over to you. Just like you forgot Akali earlier on.
I remember that.
She is a champion in TFT. I mean, you should know.
She is. I should know her, but she's not picked that often.
You're not really a fan of picking
Akali? Not really a very big fan.
She's kind of expensive, right? She's a 4 cost.
She's a 4 cost, and she's a ninja assassin, and it's really not worth it. There's better assassins that can do more, you know?
Yeah. You were right about the 9, by the way. Good job.
Thank you so much for pointing that out. It really reinforces my confidence now.
Yeah. Glad I can help.
No problem.
As somehow Chungo was able to get 1 turret plate in the mid lane against Nazir. I have no clue how that happened, but it did apparently. As now with the mountain coming up in about 45 seconds, Jin Air looking to monopolize those drakes as much as possible.
See what they can end up doing. 35 seconds until it will end up spawning. Karthus is getting really, really far ahead. You can see he's already at level 10. And Bono is level 8.
It's been a while since we've seen these Scion flanks,
Well,
but I'm excited for them.
in classic Jin Air trend, they've found ways to be in winning game states early on. But can they tie everything together? Oh, man. Oh, man.
He should pull the Chovy and come behind the second turret.
Oh, no, no, no. All right, doesn't look like he's actually going to go for it. Oh, maybe he's going to go for it right here.
I think he was on vision, though. I think they have a good idea of him getting into that brush.
Why do you think they call it the Wall of Pain?
I mean, it doesn't do any damage, so that's really what I'm confused about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, it looks like spider webs. You know, I don't think that would be that painful.
No, it doesn't.
What are you talking about? It absolutely does. You ever seen these spider webs that coat the trees when floods occur? Yeah.
Yeah, they're not
like
pink.
That. Not with that attitude.
Yeah, take a look at that spider web, guys.
Yeah.
I like it.
You do?
Yeah.
All right. I was worried that you would. Okay. Thank you so much.
As Hanwha Life again, very good at getting Jin Air out of position. It feels nice to get another chunk of damage done. But it's really all about this Mountain Drake. Just the little moves towards the mid lane are just about posturing and getting a little bit of extra damage. But Hanwha Life, I mean, they have this old school style with the Scion. They have Bono on the Skarner with Flash and Predator. They have a lot of ways to engage here, and I think that's why Jin Air are being so careful.
And Mountain Dragon should go the way of Hanwha Life, and that is a little bit scary with the Callista and the Azir, although now Chungo has created a flank for himself. Karthus can come over the wall with the blasting, but not if he goes too soon.
Oh, he's going in there. Nice wall of pain, though. It's kind of zoning everybody out.
That was really good. Jin Air's going to get Mountain.
And look at Chungo just wasting a lot of time, and he's going to try to flash and get away with his ultimate. He should be able to, as the binding comes in too, and Jin Air surprisingly clean on picking up that Mountain Drake.
And now they're going to default back towards going into a passive state, although they're attempting to push this mid-tier 1. The rest of Hanwha Life's actually a little bit slow to rotate, so a lot of damage going down. Oh, Root.
Root, though, is going to be forced to flash away. He trades him, though, trying to get tall low enough for the Devour! But it doesn't matter, as he's going to die there right at the end.
Wait, what? I think he died during the E animation. Because otherwise, Tom can save you.
I would assume you would know, right? You play both Tom Kench and the Karthus, so I've actually never seen the...
I'm wanting to see the animation one more time. Just definitely...
Let's take another look-see here.
Yeah. So the Requiem is coming down.
Wow.
He was definitely inside of him.
I mean, the pros would know too, right? He's running to him to just barely try to save his life, and then it's like, oh, I guess he was just one split second too late.
That's really surprising. And also, I mean, that's really fortunate if you're a Jin Air fan. As it seems like Malrang was able to get that kill, and it's very important on the Karthus. You can already see, though, that there is quite a bit of magic resist now coming out on the side of Hanwha Life, and this is the thing that I alluded to earlier on.
Yeah. Take a look at Thomas Kench's items. That tells the story.
Yeah.
It's Merc Treads into double Null Magic Mantle. He's not wasting any time with that.
Null Solutions build has been stunted.
Uh-oh, Malrang. Oh boy, here comes the big boy into the back line, trying to do that damage, but Tal is going to be devoured this time. Tana trying to come in from behind. But a nice Emperor's Divide is going to separate them away. And the laser will not do enough damage.
Oh, and now they want to turn to Baron.
I like this. They did a ton of damage. Baron's about to spawn here. And they have Infernal and Mountain. They say, no, the enemy team is too low. We can just go for it. The shields are coming out, and they're not wasting any time. Here we go.
Man. Requiem isn't up, but it should probably only take 1 assist to get it.
All right, let's take a look here. Not sure about that one. Chungo trying to get in the back line, but he just gets eaten right away. Definitely a mistake there as they're trying to fight here once again, but Tana doesn't have his ultimate, and now Azir is back. And it is absolute devastation. Really nothing that Jin Air can do from here. A big mistake to come back and try to fight that one as Chungo also goes in for the big time int. As not much that Jin Air can do from here. That's going to come back to haunt them.
All right, well, they have teleport up on Chungo. The Zanyas is going to come in now. Chungo might TP to this, but with Kalista... Okay.
All right, let's see.
He's gonna funnel in like ants.
Let's see what he...
Okay.
Okay.
Pepe laugh. He thought he could get in there. Pepe laugh.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
All right. Why don't you break this one down for me, Alex?
Yeah, let's break it down. So, Jin Air thought that they could start the Baron incorrectly. Karthus, he did only need about 1 assist to get his Requiem up, while this replay bug isn't clearly showing the actual cooldown on the Requiem. So, if they just get 1 assist, he gets the Requiem, then he can jump into them, he can die, he can cast Requiem, and maybe they have a fighting chance. But it was a really proactive play where they clearly very much so misunderstood how much damage they could do with that Mountain. They hadn't recalled in a while, and they just got really overeager, and they just got smacked for it.
I mean, you got to hand it to them. You know, they were showing some tenacity, right? They wanted to get in there and get the objectives. They thought they had it figured out, right? We did so much damage to them. The Azir is going to have to recall. But they overestimated their damage against a Baron at 20 minutes. I mean, if this were 25 minutes in, they all have an extra half item, then maybe they can do it.
This is the game state that I talked about. So now, imagine even footing. You have the Oblivion Orb, the Runic Echo on Malrong, you have the Akali with the Sork Pen Boots and the Gunblade, and then you begin to look at the opponent's itemization. You see a Banshee's Veil on Azir, Hex Shrinker comes in, you have Magic Resist on the Scion. Everything just starts getting really bad. How does Karthus deal damage? He can't. Can't, Brendan. We saw that from the draft phase. They last picked him.
They last picked him with the comp that they already had set up. And now it's just Hanwha Life kind of taking the present they were given. Well, it's kind of like that scene from SpongeBob where Plankton tells SpongeBob to let the guy have it. And SpongeBob gives him the ice cream. He's like, you can have it. Plankton loses his mind. You don't remember that one? Maybe you're too young. You're the youngest of the casters.
I am.
You got that going for you.
I do. I know Plankton. He's the antagonist, right? Of Bikini Bottom.
Yes.
And like Mr. Krabs is the pseudo antagonist.
I guess so. Yeah.
And then Squidward is that friend that everyone has. It's really bitter and hates the world.
Yeah, he's like the misunderstood guy. Like, imagine if you were in Squidward's shoes and you had to deal with SpongeBob and Patrick.
Oh my, that's terrible.
You'd be exactly the same way.
Oh God, I have to deal with that every weekend. I have this.
What?
Nothing, Valdez.
Oh boy.
Oh man. All right.
Well, in this game, we had Jin Air go for the Baron. It did not work out. Chungo wasn't able to get his Shroud off. He got pulled. And then the whole house of cards came down. And, okay. That was canceled by Key, who says, no, I would not like to Abyssal Voyage into the base just yet.
Well, they're just trying to push in the base right now. 3.5 minutes almost until the next Infernal comes up. And Jin Air, I mean, they're just trying to hang on, but they're not hanging on for anything. You know? It's sort of like in those movies where there's a person hanging on the cliff, but you know that their story arc is over. Yeah. So they're going to drop anyway. So. But
then that scene lasts 3 minutes for some reason. You're like, come on, just throw them off the cliff already. We've all seen this before.
All right.
Maybe that's not what everybody thinks. But, yeah, it kind of does feel that way. As Jin Air certainly let him have it. Gave them the ice cream that was Baron, just like SpongeBob. And, yeah, they're pushing in even without the Baron. Hanwha still with all of their summoners up. They definitely still do have a lot of threat within the comp, as they're miles ahead in this one, 9,000 gold ahead.
Well, they're going to finally be able to raise the top tier 1 or top tier 3 turret. I believe Azir could have just done it on that. Yeah, he finally did.
There you go.
And then he dashed right out of there on his sand soldiers.
Yeah.
What a cool ability. If you could be a League of Legends character from this game, who would you choose?
Tom Kent.
Why?
It's an easy choice. What? What do you mean? It's Thomas Kent.
No.
He's a Sir.
Nope.
Why? Who would you choose? You probably choose, like, Ahri, right?
No. Ahri's not in the game, Brendan.
What do you mean? Oh, from this game?
From this game.
Oh, okay. That makes it a little bit easier.
You would still choose Tom. You already showed your hand.
Yeah, I would choose Tom. Yeah. I mean, out of all of the champions.
Okay. Good to know.
So, what's your choice, then?
I would choose Lux.
Lux?
Yeah, the most humanoid, normal, everything's going on, everything's fine. Can you imagine waking up every morning as Sion?
I don't want to imagine that, but now I did. How do you even get off your back? Come on, use it! Do it! See you later. Bye-bye. That's a kill streak that is ended by the dead man himself.
And that comes at a pretty needed time. Now, the death timer on Kalista isn't massive, but it should allow them to at least get some sort of control over their blue side jungle. The unfortunate thing, though, for Jin Air is that they're going to be incapable of fighting at the next Infernal. And also, I love the itemization on Bono here with the Solari's Locket. That does go just a little bit of a step further in trying to help aid in negating the Karthus ult.
They do have a lot of tools, and they are very far ahead. We do have this Baron up here before the Infernal, actually. Sneak ahead. They're trying to clear out all the vision that they can.
It's really weird. We can hear the chat audio or something. Do you know what I'm talking about?
It's pings.
No.
It's when they ping something in the tab menu.
Oh, right. Yeah, we just can't see what they're actually pinging.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a secret.
Yeah. Infernal Dragon is now alive. Lots of pings going down on the Baron. Jin Air might be getting a funny idea to try to flip.
Here we go.
And they might consider that their best possible opportunity at coming back into the game.
And they're going to quickly change their mind.
Yeah, Lava's already there, and remember, Sion can reach it from halfway across the map.
Yeah, absolutely. Skarner's going to be fast, too. And so the Infernal will go the way of Hanwha Life here. As now he looking to see if he can catch anyone. My spirit animal here on the Thomas Kent.
That's your spirit animal, an oversized catfish.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Can't you just tell by looking at me? It fits right into my image.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
No big deal.
I kind of like Aatrox too. Although those sharp things around his mouth, they kind of scare me.
Yeah?
Yeah. Too many years with braces. It's not a good feeling.
Horns?
Yeah, they're horns. Here comes Sion into the back, and, well, Lux is getting 1v1'd. As Hanwha Life, they're just looking for the play here. Flash comes in, and Tungo, there is no escape for you, as Tal is just leading in from the back. And that actually hit nobody. And so Hanwha Life, they get the 1 kill on the Akali, and it looks like they want to push mid and return to the Baron if possible.
And Malrong, he has the flash available, but you can just start the Baron. You have a Callista, so as long as you're paying attention to the Baron animations, you don't get knocked up. Everything should, okay, or that.
Yeah, he killed somebody, and now here comes Key over the wall. He's got a lot of great health here as, what is it? Okay,
that
they
really
still
wasn't
have
necessary.
at least.
The flash over by the Tahm Kench, because they already had everything won and everything was secured. I think
Tana's going to steal it.
Oh. Oh, did he get pinned?
Yeah, good try.
Okay.
Solid effort. I'll give that an A+ for effort. Well done.
Were you making a pun there? Was it solid because it connected with the wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that was just me commentating on Tana trying to steal it with the Aatrox. But, yeah, you can't blame him. It was either get ultra lucky and hope that Bono misses the flash, or, and the res, by the way, or you just lose the game from here.
Yeah.
So can't really blame them, as now with the second Baron, Hanwha looking to end the game.
Yeah. I just don't think that there's anything that Jenner can actually do to come back and salvage this, but for the time being, Hanwha Life, they are pooling thousands of gold on each champion, so they're going to take a brief breather.
You okay?
Yeah, that was really weird. That was definitely a tongue tie for the ages.
A briefer?
A briefer.
Yeah.
Before they head to the bottom lane and raise the last inhibitor in turret. Yeah, that was that. I mean, that about summarizes the series. So.
Yeah.
All right.
That's not what happens when LS is piloting the Karthus, of course.
It would have been a surrender vote already. Around the time that the team started the Baron. Right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, G2 would already be back in the hotel asleep by now.
Oh yeah,
so.
G2 would have won 2 games by now. Let's just be honest. All right.
Is this the best Sion skin?
That's a good question. I actually don't know. I don't have the down low on what all of the best skins are for every champion. I do know that Tahm Kench is the best.
You don't?
Nope.
Why not?
I don't care about that.
But you care about the lore?
Yes.
You're all into the lore?
The lore is very important.
Right.
How else can you really just get into the mesh with teamfight tactics?
That's true.
If you don't know who you're really fighting for.
You don't really understand, you know, how the
one of the voiceovers
synergy.
They joined the wrong team, and I really like that one.
Yeah.
They say it when you win.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out when my Q pops in 17 trillion hours.
Yeah, you're not getting it tonight.
As yeah, we're pushing in the bot lane. Hanwha Life. Nice try by Kellen. Yeah, you know, again, A+ for effort. Not much you can do when you're down this far. You got to try for all the crazy scenarios.
Okay, well,
and look cool.
Karthus should probably just advance forward and die so that he can go into his passive. That would be the best case opportunity.
Oh boy, we're flashing it now. We're gonna kill lava, or not lava, roots. As yeah, we're pushing on in. Tana doing his best to try to kill them, but it's not going to happen. And with this Baron, as we did expect, after they do finish off that Aatrox, they'll also kill Kellen here. And he wants to add to the damage stats, but he can't. He's denied. Game 1 goes the way of Hanwha Life, as they are going to pretty much just roll over Jenner here in solid fashion.
Uncharacteristic for Korean League of Legends in general.
Yeah.
Where it seemed like someone just had this idea that they needed to be that proactive and forthcoming and aggressive, and they just wanted to do everything. The Akali has really taken the cake. She's eating it too.
I don't even... He had that one fight where it was actually pretty good, but then after that, I guess he did basically no damage. He did less than Tahm Kench. Even Thomas Kench was able to get in there and do the damage. Not sure what's going on here today.
Yeah, my hair's not either, so.
Yeah, how about you take a moment? Fix that, you know, sit up straight, maybe straighten your collar a little bit, right?
After these games, you know.
Yeah. Just like, you know, loosen the tie, try to relax a little bit. Yeah, but we're hoping for more from Janair, as we always are. We don't want to, you know, dump on them too hard, as Hanwha Life were able to there in game number 1. We'll see if Janair can come back in the next game and actually try to tie things up. We weren't sure, you know, especially after their games against Kingzone. We thought maybe they could actually come back and do it well, but just one fight gone wrong and everything turned on its head. We'll see what happens after the break.